Hey guys, it's Doctor Jennifer, and I am here on Super Bowl Sunday with What Sold. I don't even know how many weeks it's been. It's been like 2 or 3 probably since my last video, and I wanted to get this out. I've had quite a few sales, so I wanted to get this filmed, and I'm really tired today. I was up really late reading last night, and then I got up way too early today. I'm hoping that the video is okay because this computer's been a little wonky lately since I got back from my trip. I was supposed to probably do this video last weekend, but I just gotten back and I was tired. And I am, hey Kim, and I am going back out of town a week from, well, less than a week. Next Saturday, I'm going to Vegas for a vet convention. So after that, I'll be home for a while probably. I don't know though. I'm probably going to be putting out a very long thrift haul this week as well at some point. And then the week after when I'm in Vegas, I probably won't have a video. I'll maybe have some shorts from when I'm out in Vegas, but I won't have like a haul or anything because I am pretty much caught up, I think, in all my stuff, amazingly. So I'm going to get into it because this is going to be kind of long, I think. So we'll be doing some screen sharing and let's see to find out where. So our first sales was actually a bundle sale, and it was 3 items. It was this Universal Studios Cat in the Hat thing 1, thing 2, size extra large, and it was like grandmother of all things t-shirt. And this sold, the bundle sold for, I want to say like 50-ish, something like that. Let me do the math real quick. I'm very prepared today, as you can see. A $54.99-ish, probably like $55. Yeah, 55. So all 3 sold for 55. This one, I ended up making $13.61 on. I'd had this for a year and a month, so pretty happy for that to be gone. Then the next item, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. No, you can't. Hold on. Math is very hard, especially when I'm like falling asleep and I really just want to keep reading my book. It's a really sad life. I literally didn't go to any of the parties I was supposed to go to this weekend because I just didn't feel like peopling. Let's see. So this was a Journey Infinity 78 black bleach dyed size 2XL t-shirt. This was the second item to sell from that bundle. I ended up making $13.36 on it, and it took 4 months to sell. And then lastly was a bra. I haven't been selling many bras lately, so I was actually happy about this one. This Adore Me Giselle Contour Plus Bra Contour Plunge embroidered lace size 40C. So that was the third item to sell in the bundle, and I ended up making $13.82 on that one as well, and that one also took about 4 months to sell. So I was pretty happy with that bundle. I always take a little bit less sometimes in a bundle because more items are leaving. So I am always happy about that. Next is something I had for quite a while. It was a Juicy Couture Black Label Los Angeles orange velour polo shirt, size extra large. It sold for $15. I ended up making $11.27 on it, but it did take a year to sell. So I think they sent me an offer for $15, and I was like, please, yes, take it. I'm actually taking a bunch of stuff to buy, sell, trade right now, and then I'm going to have to make some decisions on whether I'm going to keep anything or if I'm just going to redonate some stuff that I'm just tired of looking at. But as you'll see, like I've sold some stuff recently that I've had around for a really long time. So it's like, do I keep it or do I get rid of it? It's such a hard decision. Next was a pair of Orange Theory gray orange jogger pants, sweatpants, size extra large. They also sold for $15 and making $11.40 on them. And they took about 6 months to sell. So I have picked up some Orange Theory stuff in the past. It seems to do well. These, there's a lot of interest, but there was not a lot of interest in paying anything for them. So I don't know if I'm going to continue to pick up stuff or not. It'll just probably depend on my mood the day of. As per usual, my mood does, I guess, rule my world sometimes. Next sale is actually from my own closet. I have a bunch of purses I listed recently that I kind of use them, and then I like find another one that I like, and then I use that one, and on and on. So this one was a Madison West faux leather suede studded tassel black purse with a crossbody strap. It was really cute. It did have this fun like tassel detail on the one side. There it is. And it was kind of fun like design. Anyway, it had a lot of pockets, which is why I liked it when I was using it. But it ended up selling for $20. I didn't really make any money on it because I had paid more than $20 for it. I think I bought it at like Target or something for like $29.99 or something like that. But anyway, it sold pretty quickly. It sold like in 1 to 2 months after I listed it. So, and they were really excited about it. They really liked it. So I was happy with that sale. Our next sale was another thing I had forever, which is why I'm like, do I get rid of stuff or do I keep it? This Venus teal floral bell sleeve long sleeve top, size extra small. It was really pretty. I actually picked this up in a Clothes Mentor. I think it was one of their like going out of business sales maybe, but it sold for $15. I made $11.01, but it took 1 year and 8 months to sell. So was very happy to accept anything at that point to sell that. Next was from the penny sale, where I already made all my money back. They were these Merrill Honeysuckle Q Form Air Cushion Insole Sandals, size 8. They sold for $20. I made $16 on them, and they sold within 3 months of listing them. I do know that this person has reposhed them, so I don't know if they didn't fit or whatnot, but they did give me a 5-star rating, so I don't know if they just didn't fit, and so she reposhed them. Yeah, the Venus top was so cute. I'm guessing the size is why I had it for so long, because it was an extra small. I'm really trying to be better about picking up smaller sizes because they do sit for a long time most of the time. So I don't know. I'll find like something a good brand and it's a size small and I'll get it, and then I have regrets. Next is another bad buy. This was something I bought like years ago when I first started, and I really didn't know what I was doing. It was a Sabrina New York envelope flat purse, black. It did sell for $19, but it was it took over 2 years, and I really didn't make any money on it because the bundle I bought at that point, I think this is the only thing that ever sold from it, and a couple of the other purses I've had to like redonate because I found flaws with them after the fact. So it was not a good buy. Not a good buy at all. All right, our next sale is actually from one of those Whatnot mystery boxes that I got. It's French Laundry, this orange tie-dye sheer dolman sleeve blouse, size 2X. It sold for $15. So I made no money on that. I'm kind of like trying this year to, when I start selling stuff from a haul, like taking as much of the price of the haul out of that so that I really start making money after I finally like get my cost of goods back. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I may give up on it, but this sold really quickly. It sold like 1 to 2 weeks after I listed it. So I was pretty excited about that. Just to finally start getting some money back from that, I think. So I got $12 for this. So I think in total I paid like, I want to say 17 or so, something like that. So I think I'm part of the way there, at least. Next, we have a fun Star Wars shirt, Mighty Fine Star Wars Empire Strikes Back Japan poster t-shirt, size large. It was really cool. It had this was like the Japanese poster for the movie The Empire Strikes Back, and it sold for $20. So I ended up making $13.14 on it. It took about 5 months to sell. This was one of the things I picked up when I was in LA. I found a couple Star Wars shirts while I was there. So it was a really fun t-shirt. I had to keep that away from my cousin's husband because he would have taken it 100%. Next is something from my Mary Kay inventory I'm just trying to get rid of. It was this Lash and Brow Building Serum. It sold for $15. I didn't really make any money on it, but it did just take a couple months to sell. So just happy to get some money back from that inventory that I spent too much money on back in the day. Next is a pair of Volcom Black True to This casual skater shorts, size 34. They sold for $23. I made $17.26 on them. And they took about 5 months to sell. So I have one other pair of Volcom shorts I've had there for quite a while. I don't know if it's the style or the color. They're like a brown. But I usually will pick up the Volcom shorts if I see them. Next, we have a kids sale. I did have a few of these. So this was American Girl Welly Wishers white faux fur cape. It had embroidered snowflakes on it. It was a one size kids. And it sold for $10 on an offer. It's like one of those things where someone offered and I was like, yeah, it's more than I would get at Buy Sell Trade. So I just took it. I made $6.20 on it, and it took about 6 months to sell. I had it for longer than that, but it took me a while. This is like in my death pile. So it took me a while to finally list it. And now I'm trying not to keep a death pile. Although I do need to really go and put stuff into my inventory system because I'm very behind on that right now. It's a hot mess in my room again. This is a really fun shirt. This is Teen Hearts Stay Weird Alien Beavis and Butthead Stay Metal t-shirt. Black and white tie-dye, size small. It sold for $15. I made $11.28 on it, and it took about 8 months to sell. So not the best, but not the worst. I honestly thought it would sell faster. Again, I don't know if it's because it was a size small. All right, next is a bundle that my friend Jennifer with Thrift Generation bought for me during one of my lives, Posh Lives, to help me tickle the algorithm. She got this Angel of the North knit sweater vest, size small medium, gray. And I made about $4.57 on it. This took over 2 years to sell. She also got this set that I got from my sister-in-law. It was a Nicoletta silver gray velour robe and lounge pants set, size small. And I made about $5.32 on that. And that took about 9 months to sell. And then lastly, she grabbed a cabbie trench coat that I had a while. Cabbie beige trench coats, jacket, size 10. And I made $4.55 on that. And that took about 2 years to sell. So she was trying to help me tickle the algorithm. I feel like did I have other sales that day after that? I feel like I did. Yeah, I did have quite a few sales that day, or a couple sales that day. So who knows? I always appreciate her, and I'm sure some of that she's going to be using on her whatnot. So stay tuned for her whatnots for those probably. Thrift Generation. All right, next is another thing I had for a really long time. This Timberland cream white NH Buffalo rugged and durable t-shirt, size small. It sold for $9 on an offer. I made $5.37 on it. It took a year and 2 months to sell. So it was just like one of those things I was tired of looking at. Honestly, like I thought Timberland would do a lot better, but I won't pick up Timberland clothing anymore. I've got a fleece that I've had I don't even know how long, and like no one, I can't even give it away. I can't even give it away. Next is another buy from Whatnot that I shouldn't have gotten. This is Wild Fable Eyelash Floral Halter Tie Mini Dress, size extra, extra large. I technically bought this for me, and yeah, it didn't fit. So I listed it a little higher than this, but it did end up selling for $12, and I ended up making 46 cents on it. It took about 6 months to sell. So that was a super great sale. I was literally happy just to get my money back, I guess, on that one. That was not a good buy. Next is from a Goodwill Blue Box, I think. It was this Banana Republic green and white striped track jacket, size medium. It was actually from 2005, so it was like right on the cusp of being vintage. But I ended up selling for $26, and I ended up making $17.46 on it, and it took about 7 months to sell. So I don't know if I would go out of my way to pick that up, but it was a pretty good sale overall. If you're woot-wooting my 46 cents, don't. Next is this Picard Family Forever Family Shield t-shirt, size 3XL. And it had like Picard with a family shield on the front. And then on the back, it had like Picard Family Forever. But if you look closely, like the A is like the Star Trek sign. So it ended up selling for $13. I made $7.68. It took about a year to sell. I definitely wouldn't pick that up again. But it sold, so I was. Yeah, I figured you were, Kim. Next, I sold a 6-pack of cat toys that was new in package. The lady really loved them, and so do her cats, per the love note. So they sold for $8. I ended up making nothing on them, really. And I'd had them for quite a while. They were something I got in a packaging when I bought something else. So I was just happy to get rid of them. Since my cat, sorry for yawning. Since my cat really doesn't play a ton anymore, since he's 20. I forgot my water, and I'm very, missing it. All right, next was this really fun NGIL Western Serape tote with scallop top. Excuse me. Faux leather purse with a tassel charm. Had this fun Southwest print, and it looked brand new. Like, it didn't look like it had really ever been used. I got this actually for free. I got this as a giveaway on Whatnot. And so I ended up making $16 on this. It sold for $20, and it only took a couple months to sell. So I was pretty happy with that as a giveaway on Whatnot. I'll take free stuff. Oh, next time I'll have to send them to you. All right. Next, we had Victoria's Secret Body by Victoria plum colored the Kate Fit pants, size 10. So funny story, I put my closet on vacation because I was gone for over a week. And so I think it was like literally the day after I put my closet on vacation. I was in Miami, I think. Someone messaged me about these pants, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, they're saying not for sale. Like, have they been sold?" And I was like, "No, nothing is for sale right now because I'm out of town." And they're like, "Okay." And literally like 2 days after I got back, she sent me a $25 offer, which I accepted, obviously. And so they sold for $25. I made $19.62. They took about 6 months to sell. It's just so funny. I've had a couple weird stories in this. You'll see some of the other stuff that I sold. I have a little weird backstory for. Another kids item was this cute Nike black velour tracksuit with pink logo, jogger, and hoodie set, size 18 months. It sold for $20 on an offer. I made $14.56. It took about 9 months to sell. Funny, maybe they've been watching it for 9 months. Get it? Anyway. Pregnancy humor. Wow, I'm really tired. Next is another fun story. So this Nike Dry Fit Pro Combat Compression Long Sleeve Mock Neck black shirt, size of medium. It was relisted once, I think. And after I relisted it, I got a ton of lowball offers. $10, $13, like $12. And I countered them higher. I think I did a closet clear out of like 18, if I'm not mistaken, if someone wanted to buy it, and no one took me up. Someone even actually commented on when I sent them the little message for the $18, they were like, oh, well, you need to do 10 because it's too expensive. And I was like, no. So it ended up selling for 22, so they can all suck it. So I ended up making $15.04 on this, and it took about 5 months to sell. That's how I feel. They can suck it. Sometimes I get like a little angry with people. But next is this Still Life, LZ floral sheer long maxi dress, size extra large. I got this for free from my neighbor. It's really pretty. The only issue was that there were like along the belt line, there's the brand. Along the belt line, there was like some like runs where like a belt would have probably pulled at the dress or something, which obviously I disclosed. So it did end up selling for $17, and I made $11.88. It took a couple months to sell. I was going to take this to buy, sell, trade soon if it hadn't sold. So I was happy to get rid of it. Oh my God, these shoes, I'm so happy to see go. These are Circus by Sam Edelman Boy Bye sandals, size 7, and they finally sold for $25. And I'm thrilled because I've had them for over 2 years, and I ended up making $14.85 on them. So Boy Bye is exactly the sentiment I have for these shoes. And then next is another pair of shoes. These are Toms, but they are like this Nahala Reprieve soft heathered knit slipper shoe, size 10. Like these looked brand new, and they were so soft and comfy on the inside. I actually like really debated about keeping these, even though they technically weren't even my size, but they looked really comfortable. But they ended up finally selling for $28. I made $19.84 on them, and they took about 5 months to sell. So I would definitely pick these up again, probably, especially if they look brand new, which those did. Next, I sold a pair of Fashion Nova bronze shiny pants, size large. They sold for $15. I made $10.97. They took about 6 months to sell. And that's the end of January. So we're starting February now. And beginning of February went really well. And then it felt like Poshmark dried up for like a week or a couple days, I guess. Felt like a week. And then now it's like maybe trickling back. I don't know. We'll see. But I sold this Tommy Bahama Relax Closest to the Pin golf t-shirt, size extra large. Had this fun graphic on the back with said closest to the pin, and I had a drink and then a little logo stuff. I went back and forth with this guy once or twice. He will lowball me a little bit more, but I finally accepted $14. I made $9.65 on it. I think this was from a blue box, and it took about 6 months to sell, like a Goodwill blue box. I think is where I got that. Next, I sold an airy orange and pink check gingham pleated schoolgirl skirt, size extra, extra large. It was new with tags. I got an offer, I think, for $20. I did accept it. I was hoping to get a little bit more, but it is what it is. I ended up making $14.86, and it took about 5 months to sell. So I would probably pick that up again. This next one, I'm actually shocked I had it as long as I did. It is Vineyard Vines. It was this like hot pink, dark hot pink, A-line cotton skirt, size 6. It did finally sell for $32. I ended up making $22.88 on it, but it did take a year and 6 months to sell. And it was funny, the girl that bought it, like right beforehand, she asked me, it's probably here still. She asked me, is it pink or more Nantucket red? And I was like, it's dark pink to me. So she did end up buying it. But I was like, what is Nantucket red? I don't know what that means. Next is something else from my closet. It was this Old Navy Collectabilities gray Batman tank top, size extra large. It sold for $11. I made nothing on it because it was something I bought myself, and I've had it listed for a while. So just a good get rid of something from my own closet, get a little bit of money back for it is always nice. Next is another Victoria's Secret pink gray seamless leggings, size small. They had mesh detail at the bottom. They sold really quickly. I got them right before I left on my trip, and I listed them right after I got back, and then they sold in less than a week after I listed them for $20. And like I said, I was kind of doing this, kind of taking the money out of the whole thing. So I didn't make any money on this one, but I was about more than halfway at paying down the whole thrift haul with that one sale. So, and I do have another pair of them that I listed as well. So hopefully they sell as quickly or not, because it's been about the same amount of time. I know Nantucket red is very specific. All right, this is one I was hoping to make a little bit more on, but it's the Life Apparel Bone Thugs in Harmony black graphic t-shirt, size extra large, sold for $13. I accepted an offer finally. I was annoyed, but I accepted it just to get something sold. I made $8.74, and it took about 6 months to sell. It's another thing I picked up when I was in LA. I am going to Vegas. I kind of wanted to go to the bins in Vegas, but their hours are stupid. They're only open 8 to 4. So with going to classes all day, I either have to like go first thing in the morning and miss morning classes, or miss everything after lunch. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. But I am going to bring an extra suitcase just in case I do go. But I haven't completely decided at this moment. It's going to kind of decide on what's going on. Next was this Worthington Suitable Seamless Nude Tan Shapewear Tank Top Cami, size large, extra large. It sold for $14. I made $8.33, and it took 4 months to sell. I will pick up a lot of shapewear stuff because it does seem most of the time to sell eventually. Our next sale is a hat. I have so many hats, guys. It's a little ridiculous at this point, but it's a Mad Engine and Polaroid black baseball cap. It says take a picture, it'll last longer. And so that's on the front, and then the back is like Polaroid, and then it had a rainbow strap. So that's ended up selling for $17. I made $11.24, but it did take about a year to sell. I haven't been having as many hat sales recently either. Next is something else I did get on Whatnot from Clarissa from Thriving Thrifters. This is a Lululemon Love Tank Expression for Sweat's Sake racerback tank top. It was size 10 based on measurements, and it did end up selling for $22. I made $15.88 on it, and it took a couple months to sell. So I was happy with that pickup. Did have some cracking on the graphic, but it did still sell for a good amount. So I would probably pick it up again. The next sale is a sad one because this was from my own closet as well. It was still new with tags. I never got to wear it. It was this ever pretty strapless sequin busty flowy black tie, like prom homecoming dress size 16. I bought this for a New Year's Eve party that I never went to. I guess, I don't know. It was back when I was with my ex. So this has been sitting in my closet for a very long time. And I did finally list it, and it did sell for $45, which is another funny story. This is like never happens to anybody. Someone liked this. I sent an offer. They declined. They sent an offer for $40. And I kind of let it sit because there are other likers on it. And so supposedly when you get an offer, it sends to all the other likers on Poshmark. You know, someone else has made an offer. So I always wait a little bit before I accept anything. And I was technically going to accept the $40 just to kind of be rid of it, even though I didn't make my money back. And then she messaged me and she's like, hey, you know, I made a mistake. I feel like I should offer you more for this. And I'm like, is this a trick? So I basically messaged her back. I was like, well, you can cancel your offer and then send another one. And she did. And she sent it for $45. And I immediately accepted it. I still made negative $4 on it though, because I did pay more for it, but it is what it is. And I'm happy. She said she really liked it. So that's always good. It was a really pretty dress, and I'm sad I never got to wear it. But it is what it is. Next was a full price sale I was very surprised about. It was this Build-A-Bear Workshop Magnificent Monkey 18-inch brown plush retired stuffed animal. It sold for $28. It was in very good condition, so there weren't any flaws on this that I could see. It was really cute, and it was, you know, a taller monkey. It was the 18 inches. There's the tag, and I looked it up, and I found out it was a retired retired stuffed animal, or however you say it, whatever. So anyway, it sold for $28. I ended up making $21.56 on it, and it took about 5 months to sell. I do have one more Build-A-Bear available, but it's not in as good condition. It has some like runs in its ear. It's a rainbow bunny. So I don't know how that one will sell. Next is another full price sale. I had a night where I just had like 3 full price sales in a row, which was really weird for me. But it was this Ann Taylor Loft pink animal print pencil skirt, size 16. And it sold for $22. And I ended up making $16.99 on it. And it took up a year and a half about to sell. So that was another thing I was happy to get rid of. Next was our third full price sale in a row, and it was this Glam Head Motley Crue Band V-neck t-shirt, size small. It was cut down the necklines for like this V, but I feel like it was done on purpose. Like, I don't know if someone actually did it because it looks stitched and stuff. This I got at the Humane Society store, so I didn't pay very much for it. So I ended up making $19.47 on it. And it took about 3 months, I think, to sell or so, approximately. Next is another one I've had forever. Sorry, guys. It was a Soy Boo athletic dress, pink henna large built-in bra. Sold finally for $15 on a counter offer. I made $11.02, and it took over 2 years to sell. So I would have probably taken anything at that point for that. If I'm being completely honest. Next was a Victoria's Secret green. He sees you when you're tweeting long tank top sleep shirt. It sold for $15 off season, which I thought was really weird, but I'll take it. I made $9.52 on it, and it took less than 6 months to sell. I had it, I think, for over a year, but then it was like one of those things that was in my death pile. So I finally got it listed. So that's why you should definitely keep stuff listed, because people want to buy it eventually. If it's sitting on your floor, it's not doing anything. This shirt, I have a little bit of, I sold in a live and ended up with a 1-star rating, say it was totally worn out, and it is totally not worn out, but that's fine. It sold for $8. I ended up making like pretty much nothing on it. $4.41. It took about 9 months to sell. I've got a purple one as well that I'm probably going to end up redonating at this point, because I just don't care about them anymore. Like, I thought Champion was having a moment, but I never picked up, I guess, the right Champion. So it is what it is. I'm trying to get rid of all of it as for just making my money back, basically. Next is another kids item. I love this dress. I would 100% pick this up over and over again. It's Emily Rose. It was a glitter unicorn ruffle skirt dress, and then the mane was faux fur, size 6. It sold for $14. Here's a little video. It's really cute. Look at it. So cute. I ended up making $10.42 on it, and it took about 2 to 3 months to sell. I actually tried to sell this on Whatnot for like $5, and no one wanted it, and then I sold it for $14. So joke's on you. A little sassy today, if you can't tell. Next is something else I got on Whatnot, and it was this Henry Valdez vintage satin light pink button-up shirt, size medium, very shiny, very pink. Kind of fun shirt. It did finally sell for $28, and I ended up making $22 on it and 40 cents, but I did have it listed for quite a while. So I was happy that someone got it. And then another hat. I sold this Chevy Impala Hot Rods Plus embroidered trucker hat for $20. And I ended up making $13.56 on it. It took about 4 months to sell. I do have some more hats to list as well. And then a couple more sales. I mean, maybe. I mean, you've been seeing my dating stuff lately, so you're seeing the real sass. And then another kids item, I sold this baby Christian Dior vintage pastel floral jumpsuit, size 6 months. Had cute eyelet details on the collar. It sold for $35. It was super cute and super pretty. The person asked me to like add an extra little card because they were gifting it to a friend for their new baby, I guess. And so anyway, so it sold for $35. I ended up making $25.65 on it. It took about 1.5 months to sell. So it sold pretty quickly. So I would definitely pick that up again. Even though it's kid stuff. I've been trying not to pick up as much kid stuff unless I'm definitely taking it to buy, sell, trade, but something like that I would have to pick up. Then I finally sold this Christina Wu Celebration Bridesmaid Prom Special Occasion Tulle Overlay Dress, size 14. I've had this for a very long time. It came in a thread up scrap fabric box at one point. I ended up making, it sold for $50. I ended up making $37.83 on it. And it took a year and a month to sell. So I was really happy to see that go, taking up a lot of space. And then my last sale, I technically have one more, but I didn't put it on the list. But My last sale are these 2 vintage I actually found this like piece of like lacy looking paper in my closet, and I just put it in an envelope. I didn't go out of my way. I used something I had in my house. So they were just lucky I had that. So lastly were these, there's a story behind these two. They're vintage 1907 Lemonhead family postcards. So I have a bunch of these, not these, because these are the last Lemonhead ones I have, but I have a bunch of vintage 1940s, 1900s, 1940s postcards. My great grandfather owned one of the first movie theaters with a concession stand in Lowell, Massachusetts. And these he used to sell at like the little concession stand. And so my family has a ton of these, and I got a bunch to resell. I haven't done very well with most of them. Like these ones have sold the best, the Lemonhead ones. And I sold 2 cards for $20. So I made $16 on those. And I've had them listed for quite a while, but it was like in a book of like, I forget, like 20 postcards or something I was trying to sell. And someone asked, can I just get the 2 Lemonhead ones? And I was like, you know what? Sure. So I sold those 2 for $20, and I was pretty happy. I mean, I got them for free. So, and they're pretty cool. So those are my sales. I've been on here for 40 minutes now. I really want a milkshake. Those are my sales for the last couple weeks. Hopefully we keep going. I don't know if I'm going to go. I don't think I'm going to put my closet on a vacation like I did when I go to Vegas, because I'm only going to be gone for like 5-ish days. So it's within that 7 days you have to like mail stuff out in. So I'm going to just not send out offers till I'm almost home. But I will still accept an offer, or, you know, obviously if it's a full price sale, they can do that. But I feel like if I go on vacation again so soon, it's really going to mess up my closet. So thank you for joining me today. I might do a live while I'm out there. We'll see. Probably not, but you never know. I might get bored after class all day. So thank you again. Enjoy the Super Bowl tonight. I have no idea what time that starts because I don't care. And I will see you next time. And as always, remember to help control the pet population and have your pets spayed or neutered. Bye, guys.